For the second time this week, police monitored the crowds outside Quebec passport offices. On Monday, officers were called to keep the lineup under control in Montreal.
They're calling on cops to people that are waiting because we are quote-unquote disturbing people apparently, which we don't.
Someone has to come here and make changes because it's only going to get worse. These people have no idea what they're doing. They don't care about us. We're treated like less than animals.
Quebec's public security minister describes it as a national crisis and says Ottawa has to fix it.
They have to take their responsibility. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable.
The situation actually has improved in Montreal today.
The federal minister says there is a new system in place.
Handing out tickets with appointments either for today or tomorrow.
But in Montreal, that system was at capacity by 9:15 this morning. Those waiting will have to return.
Let me show you how I was able to get my Canadian passport after only 2.5 hours of waiting.
This woman booked a discount flight from Vancouver to Edmonton, where she snagged an appointment at the passport office.
I came in at 1:30 and I walked out with my passport at 3:55.
Experts say travelers who don't get their passports in time may be compensated for out-of-pocket expenses, but
what it doesn't compensate anybody for is the lack of a holiday, the lack of attending a wedding, the lack of getting to a family that you haven't seen for 2 or 3 years.
In an interview airing this weekend on CBC Radio 1's The House, the Prime Minister says something must be done.
And we have to step up. Like, we hired hundreds more passport officers around Christmas time because we knew this was potentially coming, but it's worse than we expected.
Back in Montreal, Yasmin Ayesh and her 4 children are hoping to visit family in Jordan for the first time in 5 years. They're supposed to leave tomorrow, but still don't have their passports or an appointment.
They're like, we're done with our tickets. They're not giving out any tickets. They're not seeing anyone anymore for passports.
And how has this whole experience been for you?
Absolutely dreadful.
Karen Pauls, CBC News, Winnipeg.